Hello, hello, hello. Welcome once again to the right hand. We are Reuben Allen. Uh, we help law firms, in particular small law firms, minority led, women led law firms, build sustainable and thriving practices. I'm Greg Copeland. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about one of the biggest questions that we get that attorneys ask. And I think this is businesses in general. How do I market my law firm, my business, without wasting time or money? Um, so there's a lot of things that we hear out there: buzzwords, SEO, social media, paid ads, email marketing. And if you're a small firm or a solo practitioner, you don't really have the time to do it all. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of talk it out. Um, what we'll cover is what may actually work for small law firms. The biggest decision, I'm sorry, the biggest digital marketing mistakes to avoid, how to build an online presence that brings in clients. So you may say to yourself, I feel like I'm throwing away money, and I'm not seeing results. So, if you want to change that, let's kind of hash this out today. Let's talk about this a little bit. And so, you know, let's social media marketing. Social media, big thing. We're in an era of social media. It consumes a lot of people's daily lives. Fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of people live and die by social media. So here's the thing: you don't have to be on every platform. Um, a lot of attorneys, I see them on every platform, and they spread themselves all over, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, all these at once. But the thing is, unless you have like this full marketing team, a lot of this it's unrealistic. So you want to focus on where you think your audience may use that social media the most. LinkedIn, I always suggest that all attorneys get on LinkedIn because you're not just marketing to potential clients, to colleagues, peers who may see you and may refer business to you as well. And LinkedIn is kind of a platform where you can build that credibility, um, share your thought, connect with referral partners, um, and basically, a good, strong LinkedIn profile that is updated and used regularly can bring in more business than an Instagram strategy. Facebook. I'm in and out on Facebook. A lot of things have changed. If you handle things like it, I guess it depends on what kind of practice you're in. So if you're a tax attorney, I don't know if we're going to do Facebook. Maybe not Facebook like that. But things like personal injury, family law, even estate planning, stuff like that. Facebook is great for community engagement, getting in the right groups, putting little blurbs of informational content out there, um, and touching people as you go along. Um, YouTube has been around for a while, but more and more people are being more comfortable using it. And if you're comfortable on camera, YouTube can be very, very, very beneficial. Short educational videos, answering common legal questions. You can go YouTube Live. You could do this on Facebook as well. Question and answer sessions, webinars, whatever it may be. Attract potential clients, and you can build trust with things like that. Um, you know, and here's the tip: basically, the social media, consistency, just being consistent in your message that beats the volume, the high volume, the frequency of posting. If you post just once a week with valuable content, it's better than trying to post every day. Excuse me. Sorry about that. um, the other buzzword, the other thing that we all hear about, that we're hearing about, SEO. Website optimization. Um, what is it? Do you really need it? Hey, let me. I'm not IT guy, but I'll try to break it down to the best of my knowledge. Your website is kind of like your digital storefront. It's your store. It's when people would walk past the store and see the displays in the window. That's your website to your law firm. If your website isn't optimized, you know, are you losing money? There's a good chance you are. Um, one attorney I worked with, uh, solo immigration attorney, great website, but not a lot of traffic that that person was getting in. And why? Because it wasn't optimized for local search. Like, after we talked it out and made a few simple changes, adding keyword rich content, um, getting setting up like a Google My Business profile, and encouraging client reviews, she started seeing a steady stream of leads every month. And so, which is important for a law firm. People want to know, is the attorney that I'm hiring, can I trust this person? Does this person do good work? So you want to make sure that your website loads fast. You want to make sure it looks good on a mobile phone, because a lot of people now, when they look up things, they're looking it up on the smartphone. If your site takes longer than 3 seconds, studies have shown people are going to leave. Use SEO friendly keywords. If you're a family lawyer, say in Dallas, you want to make sure your website has phrases like Dallas divorce lawyer, or best family attorney in Dallas, in key places. So when people uh, Google it, it comes up. Get listed on Google My Business. It's free. Helps your firm show up in local searches. And encourage client reviews. As an attorney, this is important. The more positive reviews on Google and Yelp, the higher the rankings are for credibility. Uh, SEO, it takes time, but small improvements can make the difference, and even the smallest improvement helps to drive more people to your website, and in turn drive more people to you. Um, then there's paid ads, referral marketing. Is this worth it? Now, it just depends on how you go about it, who you are, what you do. Should you be spending money on Google or Facebook ads? It depends. It depends on your client base. Once again, you know, Google ads apparently are better for high value cases, personal injury, business litigation, estate planning, because people are actively searching for those services. So those will come up on Google Ad search. But they can Google ads can be expensive at times if you don't know what you're doing. You can adjust the daily cost, and you could spend thousands of dollars a week, you know, a month, should I say, thousands of dollars a month with no return. And so here's what I would say: just don't start small. If you're going to use these ads, paid ads, don't throw thousands of dollars into it right away. Try it out with a little small budget, couple hundred, whatever it may be, under 1,000. See how it works. See how it works for you. And if you see that there's a glimmer of hope that it works, kind of scale up with the cost from there. You know, focus. What you want to focus on: high intent keywords. Instead of like divorce lawyer, go for affordable. Divorce lawyer in Orlando or wherever it may be. And these bring in more serious leads. Hey, I want a divorce lawyer, but this person's got to be affordable. Is there an affordable attorney in Orlando? There you go. And what you want to do is track your results. So you want to track where your leads are coming from. This goes back to all the time when I talk about case management systems. There's ways you can put in referrals and track where those referrals came into, or those leads came into. Systems such as Clio Grow. My case, you can put leads and where they came from, and so you can kind of know where the value is in your money. Is it good for me to put my money here, or should I take it out and shuffle it elsewhere? So, referrals are important, and it's still one of the best ways to get new clients. And many attorneys think that this happens naturally, and it doesn't. You know, have a system for generating referrals. Build relationships with other attorneys, general practice lawyers, estate planners, business attorneys. They can all send you referrals if you stay at the top of their mind, because those are usually singular. When usually an estate planner is an estate planner. A general practice attorney may not do family law. They may just want to stay away from it, or criminal law, or wherever it may be. So, build that relationship with the other attorneys. Ask your happy clients for referrals. After a successful case, send a follow-up email, thanking them, mention that referrals are appreciated, and stay in touch, clients, referrals, potentials, monthly email newsletter, keeps past colleagues, clients, just a reminder on top of the mind, and just reminds them that hey, I'm here, send a referral my way. So if you build a strong referral network, you won't need to spend as much on paid ads. So in conclusion, social media, focus on the platforms that actually drive results. SEO, optimize your website. Use local searches, encourage client reviews. Paid ads, do they work? Do they not? You'll see. Use them strategically. Track your results. Then you'll know if the investment is worth. Referrals. Build relationship with other attorneys, clients, leads. And you don't need to try to do all this at once. Start with one or two of the strategies. See what works best for you. What's in your wheelhouse. And what we'll do to help you out a little bit is we'll try to put together, we're going to put together a free guide, and that's basically the law firm marketing playbook. And basically it's going to be a roadmap to marketing your practice efficiently. And what we'll do is we'll put it on our website. We'll put it in a link. You can download it. Now, if you found this valuable, please subscribe, leave a review, share it with your fellow attorneys who needs a marketing boost. We're here for you anytime. Book your time for a free consultation. It's free, just a conversation. See if we can help you out, where we can help you out. Hey, thank you again for listening to The Right Hand, and see you again. Have a great day.